Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Murders at Karlov Manor draft here on the channel. Today we're playing some Best of One, because, quite frankly, I need to rank up. I have not played Best of One in a while. Okay, Cullen Inquisitive Prodigy is our rare, or one of our rares, because we also have this rare land, which we will not be taking. Kellen is pretty good because you just get a clue, and then you get to play him, and then he gets your clues a little bit cheaper, because you don't have to pay the 2 mana to sacrifice them. And a 4 mana 3/4 flying vigilance creature is also good. But I'm not going to try to take a gold card to start, I don't think. Especially when there's a powerful monocolored card like Makeshift Binding. And there's plenty of ways to get 2-for-1s in the set. This card's good, but I'd rather be at least green and then try to splash him rather than start off with him. Makeshift Binding is good. Harried Dronesmith has some synergies as well. I think I'm going to lean towards the Makeshift Binding, though. Dronesmith is a bit more expensive and also just good to lock up some premium removal early. Okay, so now that we have that, there is a Galvanize, which is another great removal spell. Red-white is a cool color combination to try for. Scapegoat's not my favorite, just a little bit low impact in my opinion. I love Sanguine Savior if I'm playing that color combo, because a 3-mana 2/1 flyer with lifelink is just great. You don't even need to bother with disguising this. Just play it, have a huge life advantage. Not on my watch is good for more controlling white decks, or if you're in a racing situation. Tunnel Tipster is also quite nice as a cheap way to get ahead on mana and also be a growing threat. Call a Surprise Witness can be nice as well. So I think in this pack, Galvanize is my favorite card, followed by Tunnel Tipster maybe. But I might, yeah, I don't think I'm at the point where I'd take Call a Surprise Witness over the Tunnel Tipster. But yeah, nice top 3. Unscrupulous Agent is a solid black card. Okie doke. Now we see another copy of Sanguine Savior. 2 airtight alibis. Somebody is going to be very safe from suspicion. The reason there's 2 of those is because they want to simulate real life packs where you can get a foil copy of it and a normal copy of it. A Killer Among Us is a sweet card. A 5-drop is not something I prioritize hugely, but this can also just do some serious work. Those are the 3 tokens. Presumed Dead can do some stuff, especially if you like have a disguised creature that's big, and then you have it flip out, like when it dies, it'll come back face up. So if you have like a Basilica Stalker, it'll come back as the face up version, so you save yourself some mana. I think I'm going to take Sanguine Savior, or yeah, honestly, there's nothing crazy in this pack. I think this card's just really nice. Okie doke. Now there's an escape tunnel. I really like having access to Vengeful Creeper. In just like, it feels like it comes up almost every time. Like this would be a good effect to have. Scene of the Crime is also nice as a land that you can sacrifice that fuels synergies. You do need to have some cheap creatures to make it work though. Red, we're not seeing too much stuff. White, we're seeing a little, and then we're not seeing much black at all. I'm going to take the Vengeful Creeper here. Still not picking my direction just yet. There's also Escape Tunnel, which is a flexible card that can fit into any deck. That's just a nice little upside card. Okay, I do like Hedge Whisperer. In the mid to late game, in the early game, this can block, and then in the mid to late game, this thing just like turns a land into a 5/5, which is pretty good. And then if the land dies, it turns another land into a 5/5. Extract Confession can also be nice, especially because with Collect Evidence, you can often nab the thing you want to for just 2 mana. They went this way. Can do some work in splashy decks, but we'll take the Hedge Whisperer. Slime against humanity. I don't love the counter spell because there are some spells that can't be countered in this set, and that just inherently makes counter spells worse. Repeat Offender is just too small ball, I think. 3 mana for this ability is just so much. Don't love the Rot Farm Mortipede. Menace and Lifelink, though, is pretty nice upside if you can get it to work. I'm not going to take Slime against humanity. Toxic Analysis is medium. Not sure what I'm supposed to take here. I could take Seasoned Consultant. Maybe I just take the Repeat Offender to try it. Not really a fan of any of these cards. Okay, though. This is a lot of good white cards. Market Watch Phantom is great. Case of the Gateway Express is pretty nice if you can get a lot of cheap attackers. I'm actually feeling a little bit better about the Repeat Offender pick because getting into a black-white small creatures aggro deck could be okay. Though I could also play green-white or something. But I like the Phantom. Ooh, and now there's an Evidence Examiner, pick 8. Well, we're kind of going 2 different directions here, but this is the best card in the pack by a mile. There is also a Slimy Dual Leech, which I don't love, but turning your little creatures into Death Touch attackers is tempting. And I already have a good start to a black-white deck. But getting a pick 8 Evidence Examiner has got to be a sign. The Dual Leech or the Evidence? I'm going to take the Evidence Examiner. I don't think Dual Leech is that strong. It's kind of it's a 4-mana 2/4 at the end of the day. It's just a little bit small. Now there's an Escape Tunnel if I do want to do some splashing, which, looking at this deck, it's kind of a brew right now. We're not really playing red. We didn't see that many good red cards. Helion, pick your poison, Criminologist. We're just going to take the Escape Tunnel. And I don't think I'm going to necessarily miss a Slimy Dual Leech. Ooh, Call a Surprise Witness and Unscrupulous Agent came back. I don't have any crazy good 3-drops to get. I'll take the Agent. I guess this is a pretty good 3-drop to get back, but it already has flying, so it's not really a huge upside. Take the Agent. This was more of a speculative pick, because I did have some green cards. None of my cards are that good. I'm not, like, afraid to move away from any of them. Depending on what I open in pack 2, I could really go any direction. Okay, nice. Presumed Dead. Airtight Alibi. One of them did not wheel. That's fair enough. I don't like Case the Shattered Pact. You can play it just for the first mode to get a land, but that's kind of slow and clunky. Ah, the Rot Farm Mortarbead came back. I don't think this card's really main deckable. This card can be, and we could be leaning towards a green-black splash blue deck. We have this to help us splash. The Evidence Examiner can be a good way to trigger cards like the Mortarbead. I love this card. I got to play this in my pre-release draft, which you might be saying pre-release draft. Yes, it was very cool. And this card is epic. We can splash it. We already have this card, or we could just play straight blue-green. I mean, our black cards aren't crazy. And this card just wins you the game if you cast it for X equals 2 usually. And I've cast it for X equals 3, my first game of the format, so I like Doppelgang. There is Magnetic Snuffler, which if you have some equipments, it can do some stuff. I think this card is just too slow. Not really going for a black-red deck, though I do have black and red cards in this pile. But I think this is a pretty obvious Doppelgang. The card is really, really strong when it comes together. And yeah, we're still kind of figuring out our lane, but I think we're going to be playing green and then trying to splash stuff, so that's worth knowing. Yeah. Yep. Ooh, a green-white land. That could help us with some splashing. There's also Torch the Witness, which is a really good card. Just kill stuff and usually does excess damage. So like you play this for X equals 2, you kill a 3 and get a card out of it later. Savior, Escape Tunnel, Land, Torch, Ice, Cold. Out Cold is really good. I don't want to take Torch and just try to go for a multicolor deck maybe. I mean, I have passed some mana fixing already. But blue, green, splash red for Galvanize and Torch also doesn't sound that bad. I mean, my white cards, I could splash Makeshift Binding, but Market Watch Phantom is not really a splasher. I think it's safe to say that I'm playing green, and I'm going to prioritize fixing. Tunnel Tipster is great. Helps me get up to my mana that I need. And it's just a nice little card with a lot of the face-down cards I want to play. Flotsam, not the best. Jetsam is pretty okay sometimes, but 6 mana for this. Sometimes, they don't even have a 6-drop, so you'd rather just play your own 6-drops at that point. I'll take Tunnel Tipster. I just want to make sure I get enough green cards. Proft is probably going to wheel, because it's kind of hard to get this to work. Now there's a Mistway Spy. More of an aggressive card to help you refuel in your aggro decks. This card's similarly not the best. I'm just going to take Galvanize. I'll just try to splash red for the red removal spells that are pretty efficient. That can help catch me back up if I'm playing blue-green. Bubble Smuggler. I'm just going to take Scene of the Crime, though, I think. Leonin Relic Warder, a card from the list. Bubble Smuggler or Scene of the Crime. Scene of the Crime is nice. It's just a way to fix my mana. And also replace itself in the late game. Yeah, this one doesn't really do much. Oh, Leyline of the Guild Pact. This card does some stuff in Modern, but not really in Draft. Insidious Roots. Not really a card I'm interested in. Overheld Maverick. I'm just going to take the Escape Tunnel. The more of these I get, the easier it will be to splash my red cards. And now I get to take an Undercover Crocodile. I really like this card. It just takes over the mid to late game. It's a huge creature. Flipping it, getting a card out of it's pretty good. So my black cards are not good enough to be worth playing here. My white cards, I mean, I've kind of first picked my best white card, or second picked it, or whatever. Let's just make sure we get enough playables now. Oh, oh, Niv Mizzet. I don't think I can play that in good conscience. Yeah, pretty cool though. I just am not going to go for it. I'm going to try the Rakish Scoundrel potentially. I think I'm going to actually just take Repulsive Mutation. I really want to try this card. It's really hard for me to evaluate without just having it in my hand, because it seems like it just win you the game on the spot. If you just have it in a good position, like have a 3-mana 2/2 down. On turn 4, you just counter their spell unless they pay 4 or whatever. Put 2 counters on your guy. The game just ends. We're playing blue, green, splash, red. Shuffler. When you sack an artifact, put a counter on the Snuffler, I guess, not Shuffler. I'll try that. We have some artifacts, maybe. Maybe we'll put an equipment in. I'm probably not going to take it. I don't really like the Airtight Alibi anyway. Ooh, another Escape Tunnel. We have all the Escape Tunnels. Sure, we'll take a 6-mana 4/4 that bounces a guy. I don't know if we're going to play all the Escape Tunnels, but our splash is looking pretty safe right now. Hotshot Investigators, if you get them in the late game, you can bounce one another to get clues. So if you have like 8 mana, you can like bounce your other hotshot. It's like a nice little loop to be aware of. It doesn't come up very often though, obviously. Oh, I love this card. Just the design is very satisfying. We're probably going to be taking... I mean, probably not this guy. Hexproof 5-mana 2/5 though. Nothing to joke about. There's this guy. Destroy token. There's this guy. There's the 2-mana 3/2 that can just buy us some time. I don't love Sudden Setback, but it can be played. I don't have to worry about interaction because I got it from red. I'm just going to take this guy probably. This guy's fine too, Cold Case Cracker. This card's great. Collect evidence, and then it's just huge. I think I'm going to try the Repulsive Mutation number 2, though. Actually, Fey Flight is really good. But Mutation's also good. We'll try it. Or I think it's good. Ooh, a nice little Lando? Land for the splash? Oh, perfecto. That'll help my mana. Always good to have good mana. And I think I'm still going to be able to make playables. I can always just play the Snuffler if I need to. Get the Snuffler involved. There's also shocks, more red things, but I'm just going to make sure my fixing is in order. Ooh, nice little Surveillance Monitor. There's also a Topiary Panther I would love to have in my deck as a nice little top-end / early game mana fixing, but I think we just need a little bit more ways to use the graveyard, and we have currently got 1, 2, and this will be the 3rd. And I think it's nice to have some stuff like that. I would love the Topiary Panther, though. It's a great addition. My morphs are all... I mean, my disguisers are all pretty good. Got some good 2-drops. Snuffler. A little bit of removal. Sure. We'll take it. It'll supplement my red removal. I feel like this deck is okay. Get a leg up is getting out of here. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to enable my graveyard synergies. I currently have 21 cards here, and 5 of them are land, so I'm gonna need a little bit of help. The Snuffler is getting more and more likely to make the play. Make the cut, I mean. Ooh, 2 copies of the Loxodon. I'm actually a Loxodon believer. I like the card, and I'm happy to have it here. I would be happy if the last one wheeled, to be honest, but this card's probably going to be the one that wheels. Happy to get a Eavesdropper. Nice and little solid playable for me. So now I'm at... Ooh, another Hedge. Or an unauthorized exit. I'm just going to take another hedge. You're not going to draw both copies in most games. And it's a fine blocker. Nothing too crazy, but definitely a doable block. 24 cards, minus 5 lands, so that's 19 playables. I could definitely play 18 lands in this deck, I think. Nice. I'm a fan if they went this way here. Ramps me up. Gets me a clue. I don't need a 4th escape tunnel. Okay, Living Conundrum. Or 2-drop. I'm just going to take the 2-drop, the blocker. It will keep me safe. I could also play a Magnifying Glass, but it seems a bit slow. Ooh, this guy wheeled. I'm actually happy about that one. I like having that early game play. And we got there on playables. I think I'm going to play 2 escape tunnels. That'll give me 1, 2, 3, plus the mountain is 4, plus this is 5 red sources for my 3 red cards. And minimizing my tap lands is also kind of a red source. Another Rakish Scoundrel or a Jaded Analyst. I kind of already have all the Rakish Scoundrels I can deal with. I'm just going to take another 2-mana 3/2 to block. Magnifying Glass, don't mind if I do. We got there, I think. I don't think I want the Magnifying Glasses, but I certainly don't want the Magnetic Snuffler. Like, I might sacrifice some artifacts, but not that many. Don't think I want this. Don't think I want this last escape tunnel. I don't think I want the Snuffler. I think, honestly, I'm going to try the Magnifying Glass. Definitely don't want a Swamp. I do want 1 mountain. I think I want the extra green, because this is a blue source, remember? So this gives me 7, 8, 9 green sources. 5, 6, 7, 8 blue sources. 1, 2, 3, 4 red sources. I'm definitely slightly heavier towards green, and my fixing's green. This card's kind of a top end, hopefully win me the game type card. I have a lot of cheap cards, but a lot of expensive things to do with them, so that's good. And yeah, I'm excited to see how this one plays out. Got my red removal, my Doppelgang. It's going to be a fun one. I've obviously got to make Doppelgang the feature art, and I'll see you folks in the games. I hope to get to test out Repulsive Mutation a bit. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support the channel at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Patreon is a way to directly contribute to the channel if you are enjoying my videos and gain access to some cool rewards in the process. It's like if you ate a delicious meal, or in this case watched a video that you really enjoyed, and then wanted to send a tip and in exchange gain access to some cool rewards, like if your waiter brought you an extra cookie or something like that. Anyway, huge shout out to those who support at the credits level as well. But without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round 1. On the play, we've got our Evidence Examiner, into Repulsive Mutation, and we're going to see if that's good enough. If they open with a removal spell, it could be worse for us, but you know, our mutations are ready. We can also galvanize something. We have a lot of creatures, I think, so this should be fine. Okay. No attacks. Oh, this does it at the beginning of combat. What? For some reason I thought it was an ETB. Yeah, we'll counter him. We'll counter that one. Yeah, you have to target the spell. Okay, make sure you click those things properly. And we're halfway towards investigating. That's funny. Okay. Well, we're just gonna hold back, and so far I'm real happy with Repulsive Mutation. That card is looking real good for me. I can galvanize this guy. Kind of want to hold this for a removal spell. Yeah, let's just do that again. Let's see what we shall see. A Night Drinker Moroi. Now we get to investigate too. Oh my gosh, this is devastating. Well, we are going to investigate. Let's just double check. When I collect evidence, I get a clue. Yeah. Okay. And we will pass the turn. We can draw a card. Oh no, this is. I want to maybe save it for Galvanize, depending on what they play here. Okie doke. They probably have a removal spell or something. Hedge Whisperer. That's good. Tunnel Tipster. We will go for it. They could have exile an attacker or something. If they do go for a combat trick, we get to blow them out. That's why I was saving this. One of the reasons. Yeah, they did that in the wrong order. We are not going to let them get away with it. They should have let the... Oh, I guess they were trying to keep their guy alive. Never mind. They didn't do it in the wrong order. But it's not going to work out for them very well. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, things are going pretty well for us right now. We got our 5/5. They have 5 cards, though. And the Hedge Whisperer is not doing anything yet. Oh, okay. Oh, the greatest power. Okay, well, I can make a new thing. Should turn it into a 5/5. In your honor, Evidence Examiner. I'm going to hold this land in case they have the 2-mana 1/1. That's the sort of card that can really just wreck you for no reason. They murdered my forest? It's like the people cutting down the rainforest or something. No blocks. I will untap him. This could be useful. Well, shucks. That is not ideal. Oh, they're exiling my Hedge Whisperer. They're afraid of him. That's fair. Ooh, nice. I get to buff up my Tunnel Tipster. Just gonna stop their 3/3. I could have just played this. Doesn't play around the discard at all. Nice. Okay. Market Watch, sure. Well, that's a good draw. Bounce that guy. Send with the Tunnel Tipster. I don't really want to trade this guy. Play my land, end turn. Because now what I can do is I can give this guy unblockable and then flip him after. Ooh, love me an Eavesdropper. Looks like I'm going to be able to do some good work here. I don't even need to worry about that just yet. Don't need to flip it yet. I can just keep it in the wings. Nice. It actually held up the right mana to activate the accusation. I'm not going to sack the clue just yet because I kind of want to sack it to give this guy vigilance. So I guess because they're at 3, it doesn't really matter as much. Woo! Got the win. Awesome stuff. Fantastic. I did have fun in the match. I'll see you folks in round 2. Welcome to round 2. This hand is not very good because we can't cast any of our spells. So I'm going to mulligan on the draw. This hand we have to keep. We at least have something we can cast. And then maybe put some mutations on it. Ah, the knife. Ooh, that makes our hand significantly better. Now we just need an island and we're golden. Okay, we don't want to galvanize that. No interest in giving them a clue for no reason. I'll check damage for a little bit. If they like equip here, maybe I'll kill it. Even then, just giving them a 2 for 1 for no reason just feels bad. Sure. So I'm going to play this guy this turn. The next turn I can play Magnifying Glass into Galvanizing something, which is pretty good. Or if I draw an island, I can hold this up. Though I'd rather go for the Magnifying Glass Galvanize play if I can, I think. Because then I can flip this the following turn if they don't do anything. Yep, that's a thing to do. Curious Inquiry. Well, now I will Galvanize it. This gives it ward or something? No. I'm not going to chump block, but I do get to do my perfect line now, which is just what I wanted. Why would it tap my mountain? You're ludicrous, deck. You're ludicrous. I will just kill it now. Blue can have counter spells. I already have a clue to sacrifice anyway. And now I can attack them and flip this thing at my leisure. I would love to draw an island. That would be glorious. A glorious island. Okay, well, they have clues for days. We got him. Go, Crocodile. Find me my island. They are going to have infinite jump blockers. They have so many clues. My main hope is that they don't do anything this turn, and that I find my island. Because I also have infinite clues, just much worse ones. Oh, this guy's a problem. Luckily, I think they're going to be saving their Opters to chump block this guy to stop me from getting clues. But maybe they won't. Who knows? Ooh, that's a good draw. That's a really good draw. Okay, first things first, attack. Second thing second. Activate. Please draw me an island. Please draw me an island. Kind of. And this can kill their Granite Witness. I could kill their Satchel, but I think the Witness is more important. Yep. Let me go get my island now. I need to keep drawing lands, I think. Ooh, that's a really good draw. Twice X. Well, I really want to attack, but I can't. I kind of want to flip this, block there. Three, four, five, six, seven, 8. I can also just go full on aggro. I kind of like that, actually. Kill that. That actually worked out perfectly for me. Because they can do 4 to me. But now I have Torch to kill this thing, or this thing, depending. And they have to hold back at least 1 blocker, and if they only hold back 1 blocker, I can kill the blocker, so they're kind of in a dicier spot. So attacking, sometimes when you're on the defensive, the best defense is a good offense. I think this gives me the best chance to win. Okay, they get another 1/1. Okay, they attack for 3. Drawing a land is huge there. So they didn't manage to do that with anything. So I can attack with both. They have to block at least one of them. I think I have to attack. Oh, I can just put counters on my guy. That's cool. So if they don't block both, I just win? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I didn't know that was how that worked. Oh my gosh. Oh, my guys don't have trample, right? No. Well, shucks. That's still pretty good. They have to double jump. So I can do x equals 2. Then I can play Jaded Analyst. And I have a counter unless they pay 5. My clues are available. I think I'm just winning now. I forgot that I thought this card like had to be a counter spell. Okay, well that might just have to be countered. Yeah, we'll counter that. Counter unless you pay 5. One thing about the Researcher that's kind of weird and scary is that they can double up on their Satchel to make 2 Thopters in a cycle when they sacrifice something. Yep. Draw, tap, tap, tap. Hit me for 1. Pretty good combo. Because this thing can untap another permanent. So if they hit me... Ooh, it's a land that doesn't let them... Okay, so they're hitting me. That means next turn they will have lethal if they don't have to chump at all. But I will force them to chump. That is not what I needed. So we're going to sack this first. So that our Jaded Analyst can attack. Then we're going to send with the gang. Force at least 1 chump block. Preferably 2. Okay, so they've realized they cannot win unless they chump. Okay, so I'm going to sacrifice another clue. Because I think that if I draw a Galvanize, I can just lock up the win. Okay, so no Galvanize. But I'm going to play this. Actually, you know, they're just going to go for lethal because they kind of have to, so I'm just going to play out my best bets as well. So they can get me down to 1 with this thing. There's a lot of cards that kill me. But they have to draw them first. And I have enough attackers, plus this clue. I've got 5 attackers, and they're all lethal. Wow, this has been a crazy game. If they start by sacking clue, that's good. It means they don't immediately have the combat trick. I wonder why they chumped this guy instead of this guy. I'm pretty sure they did last turn, so I got a clue. Okay, they galvanized my guy, so I'm glad that I played these extra attackers, because otherwise I might have lost. Because now they can't afford to attack me. Oh, they can afford to attack me. But only with 1 guy, and then they have to chump with the rest. Gosh, if their last card is good, oh my gosh. They're killing it. They're in great shape now. I'm in trouble. Because now this Gear Drake is going to kill me. Wow. What a turnaround. They attack with both? Oh my gosh, the greed is unreal. Well, first draw a card. Draw removal. Galvanize. Dramatic refusal. Doppelgang. Whoa. Well. That's interesting. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can do X equals 1. Oh, that's unfortunate. He does not get haste. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I hadn't had to tap those 2 clues, I could have made 2 of these Gear Drakes and 2 Thopters and been fine on blocking. Man, this is a close one. Okay, so I'm going to go to combat. I will certainly collect evidence 4. Resolve. Sack this clue. Looking for a galvanize. No, we were so close. We're still... I think we're dead now. Oh, I can make a detective satchel and then make a Thopter. They have lethal, but they have to do all the right things. We'll make them do it. They just have to use the other mode on Forensic Researcher. What a game. I thought I had him, but I just was 1 turn too early on the Doppelgang. Or 1 turn too late, you could say. Yep. Ugh. I think I was pretty good about that. Pretty good. If I'd had 1 extra mana, I would have been able to make 2 Detective Satchels and 2 Thopters and been able to win. Close game. Welcome to another round. This is an easy keep. Also, if my opponent hadn't made that double chump that 1 turn, the mutation would have got him. That was just a little bit... My mutation didn't really get to do as much as I wanted it to. They could galvanize this or shock it. No, don't do it. Let the Tunnel Tipster live. I don't actually have a red source yet. That's slightly problematic. Ooh, they have all 3 colors. Natural Tron. Huh. I think I'm just going to play this. Get my Tunnel Tipster up power. I could have just held up this thing. I could have played Magnifying. But if I play Magnifying Glass next turn, then I can also hold up Repulsive Mutation for X equals 2. Or X equals 0, but counter unless they pay 2, I think. If I draw an island. I'm fine trading. Sure. Not quite a trade. We'll make them think we're planning on blocking. We have no such intention. We have every intention of mutationing whatever they want to do. They could also just flip it here. Sure, I don't care about that card at all. They already have all their colors. Land, perfect. And I still have mutation up to counter something. And I now have Torch the Witness and Galvanize if they want to flip this face down card. I will mutation. Counter unless they pay 2. They did that pretty well. Now if they have murder, they get to resolve it. But I still think I'm in good shape. Make your move. Nice. Okay, they're down to their last card, and this 1/3 is pretty much a blank, so I'm feeling pretty good. I can start churning out some clues. Feeling good about this. They have 1 clue as well, though. But until this flips, I'm fine. I'm just taking 3 a turn. I can also just galvanize this if they're tapped low. I have no interest in killing the 1/3. I just need to draw a creature. We should investigate. Perfect. Just exactly what I needed. A 3/2 that can block this 1/3. I don't think this can really punish me. Oh my gosh. Yep, yes it can. But only slightly. A 1/10 is not the end of the world. Because it can't attack me, really. It can't attack past the 3/2. Okay, they kill my magnifying glass. They kill their own guy to make a 4/4. Kind of a tough choice. I'd probably kill the magnifying glass if I were them. Yeah. Well, this was the one card that was kind of going to stop me from just killing it with a galvanize, but it's okay. I've got this land to sack, this to sack. Ooh, that's just what I wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I just need to get up to 8 mana. And then we're golden. Really? I will attempt to eat your guy. Oh, I can't cast spells on their turn? Oh, this is a sorcery. Duh, that makes sense. For some reason I thought this was an instant. Well, lesson learned. Still playing with some of these cards for the first time. Not that I think this card is bad or anything. I'm going to use my good removal spell on this 2/2 because this could end badly for me if they just kill my 3/3. I just fall behind. And this just gives me the clues I need to find my lands. And the dramatic accusation can keep me safe. I mean, I have 5 turns against what they have on board here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 land, then I can just go nuts. So if they play like a solid 5-drop here, I'll definitely just... Oh, gosh. Uh-oh. Well, this is why I killed their 2/2. Well, that's good to know. Ugh. Getting dicey. It's getting dicey. Oh, gosh. Gosh darn it. Come on, land. Yes. Wait, can I just kill them? Make 2 of these. 4, 8. Make 2 of these. 10, 12, 14, 16. Oh, not quite. Always check for lethal, though, I guess. I'm just going to attack with one of them for now. Tesa, okay. I'm at 2, so this is kind of scary. Whenever a clue is put into the graveyard, you control. Okay, cool. Draw. Draw. Land. Jaded Analyst. Send. I'm playing this very, very safe. I can sack this. If I'd been slightly more aggressive with my attacking, I could have had them dead this turn. Okay, now that I've got Galvanized, I feel pretty dang safe. Like, I could still lose to, like, a burn spell or something. Oh, this game is getting intense. Ah, come on. Hold. Got a flyer, a non-flyer. I can shuffle at any of these guys if they try to untap things. Pretty happy with my decision to copy this dramatic accusation to just keep both their guys at bay. I don't know what haster I was playing around. I was playing around a second meddling youths. I felt pretty confident I could win this game. Yes! And that confidence pays off. All these games have been super fun. Real close ones. Especially these past 2 rounds. Let's go. We're climbing out of bronze. Oh, well. See you folks next round. Welcome to round number 4. We're 2-1. We've got a great hand here. Hedge Whisperer, Repulsive. We're not just going to play the Hedge Whisperer on turn 1. We're just going to get a basic mounted. Case of the Stashed Skeleton. Well, they get a Demonic Tutor after I kill that skeleton, which is not great, but that's how it goes. Ooh, unless I can Vengeful Creeper their thing. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen for a while. Probably best to just turn 3, play this, turn 4, play a morph and hold up this, or disguise, not morph, disguise. So that's going to hit me over and over. Okay, well that's a card. I'm just going to play this. Go get an island. The next turn I can double spell and be a little bit safe. This guy can block the 2/3 for now, which is good. Benefits of having a Hedge Whisperer. Also, I can maybe have Repulsive Mutation up for when they do get this guy going. Oh, gosh. That's scary. I don't like that. Friendo. Buddy old pal. So now if I draw a land, I can flip. I also have a blocker for this guy. I'm on the back foot, though. This 2/1 has been really hitting me hard. This card certainly looks a lot better on the play, but it has been very powerful. Okay. Unfortunate, but now I can trade with Sample Collector if need be. Sure. That's a good draw. So now I can potentially double block this thing. I can also sack my clue. Or just counter something for 2 mana unless they pay 3, so it's like a mana leak. I'm going to let them have that one. Okay, no regrets. They really wanted that land drop. Don't feel like letting them have this just yet. I'm still setting up. And I'll draw my card so we can see what I've got. So we're roughly even on cards. Ooh, Torch is good. Torch can kill some stuff. I really want to flip this guy, but I also just want to set my guys up. Because then I can start holding up all of my mana. Then they have to be scared. This thing is going to try to kill something a little bit bigger than what they've got going on right now. Okay, I don't really want to give them the chance to use this guy, but we don't want to keep taking damage forever. I think I will just use this opportunity to block the skeleton. They take out my 6 mana 3/3, which is fine. I still have my 3/2 to block this. This thing isn't any closer to collecting evidence. I'm still at 8. They have 5 mana. They can actually use this thing on their next turn. Sure. That's okay as well. That's only a 1/1. That's a draw. I'm gonna go shields down for a moment. I think this turn they're going to fetch something good. And my Jaded Analysts are doing good work. I've got Torch the Witness to kill a big creature if they play one. Yes, perfect. Vindicated. This is the perfect time to have left the shields down. Sample collector can technically do some stuff, and I will lose a life because of it. No, they actually don't have any creatures in their graveyard. Never mind. One? Oh, I'm so happy with that. Sure. I'll take one. I can eventually buff up my Thopter. Okay, so they can get anything, but now I'll have my counterspell up. This card's very good. As you saw, that skeleton did so much damage to me. I don't know what this is. Okay. So I can either counter or flip this guy. Please try to cast some big spell. I would love that. Then if they tap out, then I just get to put all the counters on the Thopter, which is huge for me. This game is razor's edge. Just how I like it. Yep, I'll take one. Kind of scared of what this face down card might be. Please tap for something big. I will counter that. There are some really good morphs. Counter that. Put 4 counters on this guy. Actually, I'll counter it and put the counters on the other guy. On a surveillance monitor so I can have my second counter up. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I have to put them on my 3/3. So this will counter unless they pay 5. Perfect. Counter that. Counter the face down guy. What was it? Oh, I knew that would be scary. Okay. Well, I really want to kill this face down guy now. So I'm going to go x equals 2. Yes. Auto pay. Auto pay. See what they were working with face down there. Vengeful Creeper. Yeah, that's good. Activate. Now I can start sending. Oh, that's a good draw. That is a great draw. Send in the guns. Oh, yes. I'm happy to make this trade. Keep their board state as small as possible. The hot shot hopefully does some stuff here. They went this way. It's not going to save them. Not right now, at least. I can bounce my own surveillance monitor. I don't want to do that, though, because it's a 5/5. I might just flip this guy next turn. Yep. Okay. Wow, they put the counter onto the onlooker. That is such a crazy play. Oh my gosh. That's a game-changing play. Yeah, I'm just going to play this as safe as possible. I guess I should have held up double blue. Crazy. I was so worried I was going to have to double block and lose my face down guy. Okay, they get to sacrifice it, which is not great, and it does max punish me for not leaving up double blue. Why? Why did they do it like that? Well, I definitely want that. Gotta say, this lead pipe is kind of worrying for me. I'm going to go for a riskier line here. I'm just going to jump block, flip my guy, attack them, make a clue, bounce their guy. And then I have lethal on board with a removal spell. Now, granted, my removal spell can't kill their 3/6, but my removal spell plus one of my creatures can. Yep. Wow, this game is razor's edge. I know I've used that term before, but wow. This is close. Definitely going to sack my clue now. There's so many good draws that I want to give myself the option at, including Doppelgang, which wins me the game on the spot. Three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have enough to play it, flip it, but not enough to then also galvanize. Do they have a way to keep their guy alive? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's horrifying. Well, that's going to lose me the game. Jeez. It's suspected too. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I could have played around that. I mean, I could have done something. I could have played my guy face down. Just tried to double block. But either way, I'm taking a bunch of damage and they're left with a suspect. Oh my gosh. I thought I'd turned the corner. Wow. What a crazy sequence. GG's, opponent. GG's. I needed to draw my doppelgang. I would have won if I'd drawn it. Oh well. See you folks next round. Welcome. We're 2-2. Great hand. I feel like being on the play versus the draw has been maybe the deciding factor in all of the games. I don't know if we were on the play last round. I just threw that statement out there without thinking about it whatsoever. I did think about it a little bit. I was like, I feel like I was kind of behind that entire game. And also this card is like such a play draw thinker. So much better on the old player-uni. Well, well, well. They went this way. We'll play that. Get another forest. They have 3 colors as well. That's not scary at all. Okay, play another tap land, play this, then I'll crack my clue after fetching. So far, they're not off to the scariest start. Oh yeah, that's especially not very scary. I don't really want to bounce this detective because then they'll get to replay it and get a counter. Get another island. Sack my clue. Oh, another repulsive mutation. We take those. Sure, I'll play the Tunnel Tipster. That'll give me something to mutate onto, and also a extra mana down the line. Can still use Magnifying Glass. Okay, what are they working with here? 5 mana. They're probably playing Blue-White Detective Splash Black. I'm feeling very confident in this game with my double mutations up. Yeah, I'm going to counter that. Actually, no. That can resolve. Yeah, that can resolve. I'm a little bit hesitant to do anything crazy when they could, like, bounce this guy. I don't have a second creature. Sometimes I feel like I play around too much stuff, but that's how it is sometimes. If they have a spell right there, that would have kind of been justified. Okay, I will sack this. Galvanize this. Play this. If they counter it, that's fine. Nice. Now I have a second creature, so if they did have a bounce spell for this guy, I'd still be able to counter the thing. They did have the kill spell, so I was justified in my caution. My caution was vindicated. I see. Oh, that's perfect. Now I'll always have a guy. Also, I can bounce him with my hotshot. Hotshot investigator. AC. The hotshot investigator. You think you're some kind of hotshot? Eh? Well, do ya, punk? Oh. Huh. Well, shucks. I'm going to kill that. Okay. Yeah, that seems pretty good. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can just do x equals 3. Torching the witness. And I still have my counterspell up. So it's x equals 1, and then I can't. Yeah. This seems worth doing. Just make sure I don't fall too far behind. I can just have my 1 counterspell up. I don't need both of them up anymore. Yeah, that's a good one to get rid of. The Crocodile. Get another clue. I can sack all of my clues on their turn. Sure. That's a card. That is certainly a card. I want to get my hot shot into play now so that when I play Doppelgang, it does what I need it to do. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pretty good. Hopefully this works out. Oh, it was a land. That's funny. I collect evidence again, get another clue. Send in. So now my Doppelgang is really good because I've got this bouncer in play. I think they're probably just dead anyway. I just never need to tap out. And I'll just hold up my mutation so I can counter something unless they pay 6. Four, 6. So if they cast something, I can just counter it. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll have to pay 9 or it's countered. And we got the win. Nice. Nice. Awesome stuff. Well, we've secured at least a 50-50 record. I'll see you folks next round. Welcome to another round, another great hand. On the play with our mutation. The repulsive mutation. So repulsive. Maverick. Not great. You hate to see it. They have the 1-drop. They're underneath. I want to draw a land this turn so I can go this and then play something and hold up the mutation. Oh dear. Yeah, we'll just play our guy. He can block both of these guys. Wrench. I'm just gonna get my mountain. I'll take another 2. It's all about balancing how much damage you take. I mean, their best play last turn was playing Wrench. Okay, well now they've got something better to do. Untapped creature. Take out my Rakish Scoundrel, that's fine. This guy's holding back 1 point of damage inherently, so I don't need to worry about this. Okay. Now I'm in good shape. I'm just going to hold on my counterspell because I can flip this thing, kill this, bring back my guy indestructibly. I'm so greedy. I just keep playing my spells out. I just keep taking 2. Totally okay with it. I feel like I have infinite time almost. Okay, there's a tunnel tipster. 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'll block with the Jaded Analyst this turn. It's been long enough. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that one I don't want to have resolve, but I can't stop it. Gosh darn it. It's fine. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this thing's gonna be able to flip, kill their makeshift binding. Oh, they get to tap my guy, right? Nice. I forgot about that on the wrench. Give this guy indestructible. Nice. My life total's a lot more secure. Another makeshift binding? You're kidding me. That's funny. Wow, they gave it to that guy. That's interesting. Okay. I'm going to give them their one draw step with safety. Surprised they didn't put the counter on this guy. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Other than kind of force a jump block. They're not going to let me jump block down the road, so I might as well go now. This wrench is actually really annoying. Okie doke. Tap my guy. That's fair. I attack them for 3. I have a repulsive mutation. Counterless, they pay 5, so I can put 5 counters onto. One, two. Actually, I can pay 6 because I have my extra little guy. I don't want this thing getting reach or anything, and this thing growing, and this thing growing. Okay, that's a huge draw. Kill the thing that can get flying. Tap my big guy. That's fair. That means they can't tap my guy that gives me clues. Sack the clue. can still make a clue with the magnifying glass or just sack this thing. Okay. Ah! That's huge. Woo! Got the win. Oh my gosh. That was terrifying. Whew. I just take so much damage. I'm like living on the edge all the time. See you folks next round. Welcome to another round. We're going to keep this one. We got everything we need. Hedge Whisperer, Galvanize, Vengeful Creeper. I really like the Vengeful Creeper. This has been a sweet draft. So many close games. Here comes the Hedge Whisperer. Just a cheap creature to turn on my scene of the crime. No, don't kill him, please. He just wants to tend to the hedges. If this thing dies, then my Hedge Whisperer all of a sudden can turn a land into a 5/5. That's pretty good. I'm a little bit like, kind of want to kill this, but at the same time, I'm like not sure if it's actually fixing their mana. Yep, I'm just going to chill for now. Eventually I'll get to 6 mana, flip this thing, kill this thing. I'll just hold up Galvanize at the moment. Deduce. That is not a great card all the time, but it's pretty good here. Gives them some card velocity. Ah, they are splashing. Ah! No, 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 no! Which one are they going to choose? Counter? If they do counter, I'm going to kill this thing. Cloak a card, sure. I'm going to kill the thing they cloaked. And I'm going to kill Vannifar. Vannifar just makes things really scary and hard to know. Oh, they can just cloak their island. That's crazy. Okay. Well, Vannifar must die. We've all established this. I totally forgot he could just cloak islands. I was really afraid of them cloaking like a 5/5. I guess that's the benefit of Vannifar. Killing this thing, I guess, when they're playing 4 colors would have been good. I did not know. I had no idea. I can kill it with this thing next turn. It's not that impressive to kill this thing, is what I'm thinking. Still, lets me start hitting them for 5, and if they do kill it, my Hedge Whisperer gets activated. And I can start chunking them. Wow, they're bouncing him? Oh, that's crazy. I get to kill another artifact. Oh, they get to mess with my my situation in my graveyard now. How could they? How cruel and unusual. Well, that's kind of scary. I think I'm going to try to kill that. I think I might just shuffle the Lasav in. Or sack my clue. I really am kind of worried about what they're going to do with this Lasav. And also this puts a thing in my graveyard. Which will then force them to use this. So if they tap low, I can get my 5/5 out. Yes, this is why I did it this way. Okay. They're going to bounce my Hedge Whisperer, and then I'll make my 5/5. I will untap the Hedge Whisperer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Send him in. Play this guy, so I can sack the clue to hit them, maybe. They have 4 cards, I have 2 cards, but I've got a better board state, and they're at a lower life total, so that's good. And I have 1 more land in play. Actually, 2 more lands. Okay, only 1 more now. No, they have 7 lands, and I have 7 lands. One of my lands is a 5/5, though, so that's pretty good. Pretty good. Fight down on crime? Sure. Crime has been fought down. Crime has been bitten. But now they only have 2 cards. They're probably going to exile one of my cards. But they'll consider it. I will untap. That's a great draw. Still going to do this first. So I can attack them. Send in the guy. Play this. Next turn I can play this into this to make a couple of 2/2s. I can also double block if I want to. If they attack, though, it might mean they have something. I'm considering just chumping with Hedge Whisperer. Yeah, I think that's a fine play. Because I have a backup one. And the 0-3's not doing much. I could have also just taken the damage. Sure. Maybe a mistap there. They bounce it to their hand, sure. But they're out of gas now. What do they do with their surveil? They leave it on top. Okay. But now my graveyard has enough juice until they exile one of the cards. And I get to hit them for 3. This game is close. They should have exiled the card then, because now they can't play this. I guess they can still exile. They have to exile something, right? If they let me get a 5/5, they're just doomed. They're doomed, I say. They're doomed. I guess, depending on what their last card is, maybe. Okay, there's the investigators. Bouncing that guy, so I can't make a 5/5. Smart. That's a draw. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, okay. Can't do anything too suspicious here. Just gonna be calm. And now I've got this thing up with 2 mana. So I can make this a 5/5. Yep. Oh, it's so close. Mostly if they do go for a disguise guy, I can't do much about it. But if they go for some like 6-drop, I can counter it. I can counter it unless they pay 5. Well, I can counter that. If their last card is a removal spell for the Jaded Analyst, this isn't the best for me. But you gotta take risks sometimes in these top deck wars. Because now I've got the thing for the Hedge Whisperer. I can sack this clue so my guy can attack. Yes! We got the win. Oh my gosh, that was so clutch. The land being able to sacrifice so that I could attack was really huge there. Awesome stuff. Anyway, I'll catch you folks next round. Welcome to another round. This is a great hand. On the draw, Tunnel Tipster into Repulsive Mutation. No, the Novice Inspector! So much damage. It's gonna deal like 5. Oh, pain. Ah, blue-white. My old nemesis. Well, that's not good. I'm gonna have to kill that at some point here. I'm really hoping I don't have to kill it on... Yeah, this is much better. Tipster into Creeper. Oh, man. This card's terrifying. Just does so much damage. I could just kill it on my next turn. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to try to go for some double blocking. I'm going to try to block a couple of them. And my surveillance monitor will get to go off. Well, that's just game in a nutshell. Wow. That was terrible for me. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm supposed to play around that, because like that's also a reasonable attack, just like force through damage or something. But geez Louise, fuss and bother just dumpstered me. Well, we're just gonna hope they don't have anything. With an unreasonable hope. Oh, maybe they don't have anything. They must have something. I hope they didn't draw something off that. I'll never know, but okay, cool. We're still in it with a fighting chance. Never mind, we're in deep trouble. They are going to loot for the perfect cards. Them getting rid of a bounce spell in this situation does not bode well for me. I know it's greedy to go for this line, but I think I have to be a little bit greedy. I can still jump block, I can still block. I think killing this thing's probably better than killing the 4/3. Never mind. Out cold. Yeah, this game was over as soon as they got me with the fuss. Oh, such a savage leading. Oh my gosh. If only I'd been on the play this game, I would have won easily. That's what I'll tell myself. I mean, I would have gone turn 2, Tunnel Tipster, into turn 3, play my guy, play like my 4-drop or something. Probably not this 4-drop, probably just play this thing still. Or just kill something with Torch the Witness. Being on the draw against 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop fuss is just a disaster. I think you do have to block, but I don't know. I mean, hard to tell that they haven't. Well, still a pretty solid finish. Our deck had some crazy games. I mean, that was the most one-sided game we played, at least from the losing side. But we had some awesome late-game battles, and 5-3, not bad for a pretty sweet deck. If you did enjoy this video, let me know in the comments. I'll make more of them. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. If you did make it all the way till the end, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag Teamer Time to let me know you made it all the way till the end of the video. That's going to do it for this one, though. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.